Alright, we are back. Once again, we're talking about the Virginia First FTC timer I have made to run the match timers. So in this video, we're going to talk about the initial setup for your event. So we're just going to launch the application, and what you're presented with initially is the introduction screen and the setup screen. So this screen will come up every time, but for subsequent times, if you've used it on the same machine, when you hit next, it'll actually give you a summary of what your settings were last time, and you can choose to hit finish at that time and not go through the wizard. So we're gonna hit next and start the process. So the application runs in 3 different modes: 2 server modes and a client mode. So the client mode and the server mode alone, and then the server and client, which is a combine of the 2. So why would you choose each one? Server and client timer is when one of your fields is going to display a timer and the person controlling it is going to sit at the same computer. The server only is when you have a dedicated machine that you're going to control the timers with, and then 2 clients on the outside, or 3 or 4, however many clients you need. And then the client timer is that remote timer that no one is going to be sitting at. So it's these 2 things right here and that one there. So we're going to go with server and client timer for a moment, and we're going to hit next. Now, if the next screen tells you, you select whether or not you have a single division or a multi-division event, and I care about that for a couple of reasons. One is if it's a single division event, I display the event name as opposed to displaying the division name. And then if you select single division, then I use a different port system to communicate across the network than I do for multi-division. And then if it's a multi-division event, you have to provide me what division number. So you for all of division 1, you would put 1 here. All of division 2, you would go to 2, and you can have up to 9 divisions. I don't think you'd ever have 9, but you could. If you select single division, obviously division number doesn't matter. So we're going to go with multi-division for now. We're going to hit next. Now this is the division name, so you just type in the name. If you were back here and you selected single division, this screen would ask you for the event name, so you would go with and you don't want to add in the word qualifier because this drop-down menu adds it for you. If you select other, then you would put in whatever it is, and you would put in your suffix. So I'm going to leave it on Southwest qualifier. Ignore the scoring port for now. I'm going to start listening for scoring data that is being streamed over UDP and try to pull some of that scoring data, like who is currently playing, but I'm not doing that yet, so that's just future expansion. Let's hit next. Alright, and since we selected server and client, I need to know which field number this computer is going to be. So if it's going to be field 1, then you leave 1 here. If it's going to be field 2 on the other side, you leave it on 2. Once again, you can get up to 9. So I'm going to leave it on field 1. And then it gives you a summary of the selections you just made. So it's going to be a server and client timer, single division event. The event name is Southwest, it's a qualifier, and this is field number 1. So now we hit finish, and it loads the settings and sounds, and we get to the controller. And I forgot about the Windows Firewall, so we'll have to allow access there. And now we're here. So in the next video, I will talk about, one more thing. We will hit add field here because we're going to have 2 fields. So what happens is the one with the star next to it is the current field, is this computer's field, and it can't be removed. If you had said this field was going to be field 2, it would have said field 2. So what we're going to do is hit add field, and then you can just increment this number to whatever field number you're missing and hit save, and then it adds that field. So in the next video, we're going to discuss using it.